What's up, gamers? Welcome to my very first ever game review where I'm going to be trying to bring light to some games that I feel like are underrated as far as the survival category goes. And today we're playing Starsand. So Starsand is a desert survival game. I've got so far about 7 hours into the game, and I really like it. It's like if you took Stranded Deep and mixed it with like National Treasure or Tomb Raider, something along those lines. Very, very cool game. You've got all your basic standard survival stuff, your inventory, your equipment that you can wear over here. You can attach backpacks to carry more stuff. You've got your crafting list that you continuously unlock things as you find more or less scrolls around the entire desert. There's different POIs everywhere. You've got oases that have water and food and wood and stuff like that. You can also find relics and monuments. So there's more or less like these monument POIs that look like old structures that can obtain loot from and stuff like that, or metal or any other crafting material. Also, there are pyramids, which is super cool. They kind of have like a puzzle aspect to them where you have to solve certain things or troubleshoot certain things to get into these pyramids to obviously obtain cooler loot and stuff like that. So you pretty much start with a couple stones and rocks, and it starts you off wanting to craft this basic crude knife. And then from the crude knife, you've got your set of axes, pickaxe, crude axe, and hammer. Obviously, crude axe for wood and pickaxe for stone and metal and stuff, and your hammer is what you use to build. And if I recall right, if I remember right, I'm trying to think of another game that requires you to hold a hammer. It might be Stranded Deep in order to build. But yeah, for instance, like let me grab my hammer real quick if I can find it. We've got different size storage chests. I just recently unlocked this bigger chest here, which is where my hammer is. So if I put my hammer on my bar down there, we can right-click, and it gives us a cogwheel pop-up that is going to be foundations and roofs, walls, decorations. So we can put like chairs and tables and wall-mounted torches and stuff like that. We've also got ramps and stairs and ladders, and it looks like some types of traps. I haven't messed around with these yet. It looks like also fences. So if you're like me and you've found a camel, that's another thing. If you've got a camel, if you find one, you can actually feed the camel to tame it, and you can add a saddle and a sun cover and stuff like that, and you can actually ride the camel around the desert, and it's a lot faster way of getting around. So this is super, super cool. The game is actually beautiful. I can run this game at a solid 120 to 160 FPS with no actual issues. We've also got things like this trough right here is for the camel. Apparently, if the camel gets hungry, he will wander off and leave you, so you need to make sure you keep him fed. There is a pop-up cogwheel that pops up just like this. I can click feed. It says I don't have any food that he wants. So I haven't actually seen him eat out of this trough yet, but I'm going to go ahead and grab some food. These are the desert fruit here, and we're going to feed him. There we go. Camel is fed. All right, so we don't have to worry about him wandering off and running away. I'm not sure if he actually eats out of that trough or not. This game did just become released like November 11th, 2022, I believe, in case you're watching this video later down the road. But in my little house here, you can see I've got a loom, and that loom's going to help us turn hemp and stuff into cloth. And we've got ourselves a little campfire here, so you can put your raw food. I don't have any raw food right now, but you put your raw food in this spot and your wood in this spot, and it pops out coal down here. You turn your wood into coal, and which you can later then use for gunpowder, which I've just recently found out. And your cooked food will come in this spot right here, and you can get that out as well. You also have a mortar and pestle, which is what you use. You'll find sulfur, and you combine sulfur with the charcoal that you get from burned wood to make gunpowder. Super, super cool. Very, very, obvious. Apparently, I have a long shirt on the ground. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, I seriously made 2 of these. Oh, what a waste, man. Okay, so we can dismantle it and get my cloth back, which is actually huge because cloth is pretty hard to come by. You have to find cannabis plants around in different oases. There's not any that actually spawn here, but there's cannabis plants in other oasis locations that you have to farm to get one of two materials. One of them is hemp, and the second one, let me see here if I can find some hemp. Where is it at here? I probably overlooked it already. Maybe it's in my outside chest out here. Right here. So you get hemp, raw hemp from those cannabis plants, and you also get leaf buds, which it says are to fuel a certain type of technology, which I believe, according to the lore, this planet or whatever that we're on is inhabited by an old ancient civilization that had access to like technology and stuff like that, crazy technology. So I believe there's things like crazy like different types of guns and stuff you can eventually find, as well as, because right now I have a bow and I have a spear. Oh, that's another thing as well, is your water and your food. I am absolutely out of water and food right now. You can drink from anywhere, which is good. When I very first took a drink out of this water, I totally thought it was going to like poison me or something. I figured I had to cook it or something, but luckily we don't have that aspect of the game, which sometimes I do enjoy that in survival games, but at the same time, it can be quite annoying. So we're going to eat 3 of these steaks and get back topped off on our food. If you do end up getting hot, which is all the time because we're in the desert, you can take a swim and it'll cool your temperature down. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner our temperature is slowly going down. It did start me out on Celsius, but I changed it to Fahrenheit just because it makes more sense to me since I'm not a Celsius person. But maybe someday the whole world will convert to Celsius and it won't be so weird. But as far as creatures that you'll see around, I'll tell you what I've seen so far. There's going to be frogs like this. You want to kill the frogs for meat. Just trying to shoot them with an arrow there, just like that, and loot them. And you can get your raw meat out of there like that. You can't... I don't think there's a way to actually get rid of the body. It just eventually despawns. I've tried harvesting it and chopping it and everything else. So there is going to be scorpions as well that we'll see around. There was some over here across the water. I'll go see if I can find one. And from the scorpions, you will get... oh, yep, there he is right there. You will get a piece of poison. Let's see here. What's it called? Venom sac that you can use to make antidotes and stuff like that. You're also going to see deer, which looks like maybe over that direction there might be a deer. There's deer. There's wild dogs. Here's a stone. Oh God! And the scorpion is underneath the stone. Yeah, you'll run into that occasionally where you'll loot a stone and there's a scorpion underneath of it. If you do happen to get poisoned by a scorpion, the poison damage won't kill you from what I can see, but it will hurt you for quite some time. And the way to counteract that is to take some of that desert fruit that we seen earlier and more or less make a... Here, hold on one second. Let me try and harvest this here. I can't recall what this gives me. I think it's just stems. Yeah, stems. Okay. All right. Cool. You got a couple different kind of trees. All these trees here have harvested. These are like the sapling version. They'll eventually grow into a full-size tree that you can actually harvest, like this one. But yeah, this is pretty much what you do. You can chop down the tree. Sometimes they've got coconuts in them that will fall, and you can actually climb the tree as well to get the coconuts off. But you're going to chop the trunk like this, and it's going to give you some logs. You can also chop the logs into sticks, which I think is really cool. I believe Icarus is another game like that where I've seen that played at, as well as the fronds here. Just like Stranded Deep and other games that have palm trees kind of do this whole frond thing. And then you can chop the fronds into stems as well, which is super, super cool. You can pick up all the different materials here. Looks like my bags are full. I'm obviously hot, so I got to take another dip. We can go see. That might be a deer over there. One con about this game, me and my buddy Peter discussed this on stream the other day. It's weird. The water is weird. So like my feet are in the water, and you get far enough in, and then it makes it look like you're like 10 feet underwater, which is kind of strange. I don't really know if they've got the transition from land to water correct, but it's a little weird. I don't know what this is over here, but it looks like it just kind of fell down. Let's see if I've got this. Oh, that's just sticks. Where'd the animal go that I just seen? I don't know. But it is quite a trip to go in between different POIs. It is quite a trip for sure, especially when you're walking. So I highly suggest if you see a camel early game. Get him as early as you can because he's gonna help out a lot. You don't actually need a saddle or anything to ride him. You just need 2 pieces of food to feed him to tame him, and then you can ride him around. I'm not 100% sure if the saddle really has any benefit to it other than the fact that you can attach the sun protecting thing on it. Oh, there he is right there. Yeah, see, that's one of the wild deer you'll see walking around. He's gonna give you leather as well as food. So you want to take those out if you need one of those 2 items for sure. Let me see. Another thing here that's pretty interesting is the map. So this is the whole map. It starts you off with a blank piece of paper with the starting area right here. And more or less what you have to do is you place a marker down, and the markers look like this over here. That's what my marker looks like. And what that marker is going to do is it's going to pop up on your map for you and allow you to more or less place like a thing like this for the oasis, or you got your own kind of little map legend here that's going to help you out. You can ping oases, ruins, pyramids, things such as that. And another thing is the aliens on this planet. Now I've only encountered one, and that one is this little crazy worm that runs around occasionally. You don't run into one very often. I believe I'm on day 11. And I got to keep jumping in this water to stay cool. I believe I'm on day 11, which is crazy. In 7 hours, I'm only on day 11, which honestly, it's not a bad thing. This is something I thought was absolutely weird too. Anybody that's ever played Minecraft, when you drink the water, it sounds like a Minecraft zombie is taking heat damage. Oh, and then there's these random earthquakes that happen, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure what that's exactly tied to. I'm sure it has something to do with the storyline, but yeah, more or less, yeah, you're subject to some random earthquakes occasionally. But yeah, more or less that you can build. I love that. I love building games. One of the biggest things that is a kind of a deal breaker for me, not an actual deal breaker, but something I'm really sad about, is the fact that it doesn't have a field of view slider. You can adjust the depth of field, which is going to be, like if you're looking close at an object close to you, the distance is going to be blurred out, which is okay, whatever. That's fine, having a toggle for that. You can also toggle off motion blur, water reflections, and things of that nature. It does support up to like 4K, I believe. 4K is on here, yep. So there's that. But yeah, no depth of field slider, so you can't widen your angle of view here, which is kind of weird to me. I always hope and pray for a depth of field slider in these kinds of games. But, it is what it is. But, yeah, man, I hope that this helps you out. I hope it gets you stoked. It's actually on sale on Steam right now. Very underrated game. I checked them out on Discord and Twitter and everything else, and they just really don't have a huge following. So I think this game is amazing. It's right up my alley, and I'm sure it's right up a lot of people's alleys. But I'm going to continue to play it and hopefully get really far in it and beat it and, build something cool. Because that's what I like to do. I really like the building parts of all these games. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button for me. Comment down below if this is a game that you're hoping to try. And, if you really want to try it and you can't figure out a way, maybe I can find a way to gift it to you or something. But, yeah, let me know, guys, in the comments. And subscribe for more content. We're almost to 3,000 subscribers. This is my first game review video. So if you like this, definitely let me know, and I'll do some more. I love survival games. I love new games, all that stuff. And if you ever want to catch me live on stream, oh snap, it looks like we've got some worms coming. You guys might get to see some action after all. Okay. We've actually got 2 coming, 3 coming. Holy crap, dude. I've never seen more than 1, so this should be interesting here. Oh my goodness, this will be a good time for me to use my spear for the first time. I'm gonna try and kill 1 at range, and hopefully I can do that. Okay, all right. Well, I wasn't expecting to get to do this, especially with 3. Okay, very well. Let me save this right quick. Also, you have to make sure you save the game because there is only 1 life. There is only 1 life. All right, try to take this guy out on the right, maybe. Oh man, they did this like bobbing and weaving thing. All right, let's see what we got for the spear here. I don't know if we're actually poking or not. Is it working? I don't know, but I'm really getting messed up. Oh Lord, I'm getting messed up. All right, let's see if we can get up on this thing. Oh, nope. I died. Well, there you go. I'm glad I saved it real quick. All right, guys. Like I said, if you like this game, it is difficult, and I am actually on the medium difficulty. There's an easy, medium, hard, and like insane mode or whatever. And there's also a permadeath mode as well. So if you guys like this, man, check it out. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe. And if you ever want to watch us live, man, link for the Twitch is in the description. We're live literally every night playing some sort of different survival game. So we'll catch you guys then. Take it easy. Have a good one.